What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Lockdown Career Mode. This is episode number 34, and today we're returning with a season finale as we play our final two Premier League games away at the Etihad against title-chasing Manchester City, and then at home to Fulham on the final day, where we could finish in 7th and qualify for the Europa League. After our draw with West Brom in the last game, in the last episode, we have now snuck into 7th place in the table, above Wolves by a point, but they've got a game in hand, and they play that today away against Manchester United, going for the title this season. So before we dive into the first game today, we're going to advance one day in the calendar and see if the Red Devils can do us a favour. Please, 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 Ollie, come on, get that win there. That's the only way we stay in 7th, and they have won, although Arsenal won as well. And they've gone 7th. I forgot about them. Who are Arsenal playing? I forgot that. Arsenal, oh, they had Aston Villa and they won. But of course, that was a game played before we play on Wednesday night, which is a game in hand for us. So we have now dropped down to 8th, but it's only on goal difference, only by a single goal, and we've got a game in hand as well. It's so tight though. No one's going to catch West Ham now. They're guaranteed to finish in 6th. But 3 teams separated by 1 point with very similar goal difference with 2, and in Arsenal's case, 1 game to go. Man, oh man, this could not be tighter. So first of the 2 remaining fixtures in the Premier League as we travel to the Etihad. Manchester City right now in 3rd place, 5 points behind Liverpool, and still have an outside shot at the title. But if they're going to win it, they have to win tonight. Anything other than that, and they will not be able to catch up. But for us, we're going for 7th place. We need at least a point tonight in order to get there. And Wolves playing host to Spurs tonight as well. A point might not even be enough. We could still be in 8th or possibly even 9th place come the end of the game. Huge game here, penultimate one of the season, final away day against Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium. And as you can see by my lineup for this evening's game and the formation I've picked as well, yeah, you know what I've come for tonight. I'm coming for that point, that goal is sure. That's what we're after. That's what we're after. Oh god, no, no. Oh, imagine first shot and it's a goal. It's a good cross the centre, but Joe does enough. And it should be cleared. And it, oh no 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 no. Those finesse shots from range on ultimate difficulty, just impossible to stop. Trying to play the 1-2 there and release Sambasso, and Rodri just takes one touch, and with Dale Fry coming out to meet him, just bends it perfectly. Look at the swerve on that from the Spaniard into the far corner. Those sort of goals on Ultimate, like the occasional cross, you can't do anything about them. The important thing is now is that we don't throw in the towel. As long as we keep the score at 1 as, oh yes, thank you Spurs going a goal up there against Wolves. We'll still be in this contest and still be in the game. As Collins' pass is cut out, in goes the cross, and Joe does very well. We'll still be in 8th, heading into the final day as things stand. Arsenal will remain in 7th, but I'm not giving up, man. Plenty of the game remaining here as Tyrese gets away. Yes! 2-2! Divock Origi, get in! So now this result, as things stand, will put us back into 7th place by a point. Great little breakaway, Tyrese, that's why he started tonight on the right, feeds it through to Divock, and the Belgian does the rest. Back on level terms, let's not throw it away again. Careful, 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 Nathan Collins does well. Oh, ref, no way! No way! He clearly won the ball there. Oh, this is going in top corner. No way are we stopping this. Going to put Collins on the line, but this is going straight in. It's going to be De Bruyne, and it's blocked by the wall. And Collins makes the block. Backs to the wall, Forest. Come on. All hands on deck, lads. All hands on deck. There's no Mason tonight. I'm resting him for the final day as Dale heads clear. I'm trusting Collins, Dale and Joe as the back 3. And at the moment, we might have conceded 1, but Nathan Collins is looking very good out there. I don't see Collins very much. He is our 4th choice centre-back as Dale Fry. Talk about committed defending there. Clears. And I just see in the top left, Spurs have gone 2-0 up at Molineux. Oh, come on, Forest. As things stand, 7th place is ours heading to the final day. And a win will mean we get it. Tyrese beats Zinchenko.
The fourth official has indicated
Penalty! penalty, penalty! No booking for Tosin, relatively surprised about that 'cause it was a late challenge, but I just waited there. Didn't want to press for a cross or anything like that, just waited for Tyrese to run into him, and a penalty for Nottingham Forest right before the break, and a chance to go in front. Divock Origi against Edison. I don't know where to go. I'm going to the right, Edison's left, Divock's right, it's Origi. Oh, it was a terrible penalty. I didn't want to put too much power on it. And it was an awful penalty. Pretty much straight at the goalkeeper. Shocking. It might be the penalty shootout kings, but from normal time. I mean, I have missed quite a few in this series, and that, the biggest of the lot. What a chance. And I choked it. Absolutely choked it. But you know what? We've come for the point, and we're 45 minutes away from getting it. Joe to Dale. Oh, no, 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 no. Aguero. Thomas, De Bruyne. Oh, it's just brilliant from KDB, but Samba bails me out. These are going to be the longest 35 minutes of the series. Stay calm, lads, stay calm. Still doing enough, but Manchester City building and looking for a chance. De Bruyne's onside. Samba, what a save. And pick it up, mate, there you go. And he bails me out again. Without Bryce Samba, this game's over. Campbell's going to run down that left-hand side as well. If Collins can send him, he's got Raheem to beat. And he's beaten him. Oh, it's a huge, brilliant tackle by Tosin, and Tyrese is hurt. Tyrese is hurt. Temporarily down to 10 men. That's all we need right now. As Thiago feeds it through. It's Aguero, and Collins again with a tackle, and the shot saved. Jesus, Samba just hoof it along, mate. It's like a training exercise. Oh, please, no. Oh, Spurs have definitely won it now. Spurs have definitely won it. If we can see out these final 5, 7th will be ours heading into the final day. No, 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 yes! Dean Gannon, just hoof it, just hoof it. This is it, there's Nathan Collins, just hoofs it long, flick that on Tyrese, there we go, just hoof it, Sam. So, oh god, he missed it. He miskicked the ball, but it's okay. It'll drop to King. And I'll tell you what. Oh! I overcut the touch. But you know what? Forget it, I don't care. Because we've done it. Got what we came for. We've got the point, and that puts us into 7th. Man City's title dreams are over tonight, but Nottingham Forest, heading into matchday 38, are in 7th place. Oh my word. The boys look a bit dejected out there, which is kind of surprising really, considering the significance of this result. We got exactly what we came for, but I guess it's because we could have won it had I converted that penalty right before the end of the first half, but choked. And of course at the end there, Josh King ran straight into Edison. But you know what? Again, the draw was all we needed. We're in 7th. Win on matchday 38. Europa League football's ours. And with Spurs winning, that confirms it. Liverpool are now champions of the Premier League, but in the race for the Europa League, Chelsea have got 1 place, West Ham have got 1 place, and 7th, which to be fair might not even give us Europa League, we don't know yet, is going to go down to the final day and be competed by 3 teams. We jump into 7th, and if we win against Fulham at home, who have got nothing to play for on the final day, then we will guarantee Europa League football. Arsenal and Wolves on 61 and 60 points respectively. The Gunners away against Spurs in the North London derby, and Wolves are home to Bournemouth. They have to win, but for us, if we win, nothing they can do. Oh man. So let's do it then. We know the task, we know what we need to do, but of course in football it's never as simple as that. A win at home against already relegated rock bottom Fulham, and we will claim 7th place. Again, it might not even be good enough for Europa League football. It's hard to tell in FIFA career mode, but due to the winner of the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup finalists both being in the top 4, it really should give us European football next season. I wanted it, we could get it. All we need to do is win on the final day. Come on, Nottingham Forest. It's got to be ours. This is it then. This is it. Can we secure it in front of the home fans? I feel very confident. As we know, these can be the toughest games to win at times, but I feel very optimistic after that very good draw at the Etihad Stadium. And no Tyrese Campbell today either. He was injured in that game and therefore is going to miss the final day. Shame, because we could really use his pace off the bench. But either way, feel confident. These can be the toughest games to win, but I feel very confident. I wouldn't say I'm nervous, but there are a few doubts. As Mason, almost gave us the lead. Ward-Prowse knocks it back. Oh, keep the chance alive. Watson. So, and cleared. So close to Mason giving us the breakthrough off the line. It's King. And off the bar. Come on. Please don't let this be just one of those games where we hit the woodwork about 7 times. Clearance off the line, frame of the goal rattling, 23 minutes in, halfway through the first half and still deadlocked. Cow, one-on-one with Mason Watson here, and Mason just says, give me that ball back. 32 minutes in, still 0-0. It's like a training exercise here. It's all Nottingham Forest, but just can't find that goal to get in front. No goal updates thus far from Arsenal and from Wolves, but still 0-0 here, and that's all I really care about as King finds Saka. And Bukayo turns. Bell. Sambasso. Good save by Fabricio. Amazing point at the Etihad Stadium, but it's going to count for nothing. Unless we can find a goal. Defok did everything, but Hector blocks it. Now I'm starting to get nervous as we're about to hit the break and we're still deadlocked at 0-0. Jay wins it back. Yes! Come on! Divock Origi has had his struggles since coming in on deadline day, but he's also scored some really big goals in midweek at the Etihad and now today on the final day. Jay did so well to win it back, rolls it into the Belgian, and our number 27 does not miss. 7 goals in the Premier League, I believe that's what Ollie had in the first half of the season, and Divock's 7th there is one of the biggest he scored. 1-0 heading into the break. Finally, we've broken that deadlock. Oh, and I can't believe what's going on around the grounds at half-time, because Spurs are 2-0 up on Arsenal right now. That's not a surprise considering Spurs are in the top 4, but Wolves are losing at home to Bournemouth. So we don't need anything as things stand, but I'm still going to play as though we need the win. 3 minutes after the restart, second half begins. If we get a second goal, it's over. Mason to So, and Mason continues a nice storming run here. And can he win that? He can! Oh! And Fabricio got a crucial touch on the ball to deflect it behind for a corner. If Mason Watson scores on the final day to wrap the points up, I mean, that would be a dream. Oh! Oh, God. I love this young man to absolute pieces. And I know we're only 2 seasons in, but he has got everything he needs to become a Docks legend. Because he's just so unique in his play style as King's head is up in the air and Fabricio fists it behind for a corner. He's got something about him. You know, the cool nickname, the great backstory, but I think most importantly, again, that unique sort of play style, like Cesar Valente, for example, those free kicks and penalties. Mason, I've never had a player that does that sort of stuff before as his header is cleared away. Just charging forward, bombing up the pitch, being a proper nuisance and solid at the back too. Just love him. Should really be leading by more, but we're not going to need to, because these points are surely going to be in the bag. And Mason continues his run. I'd love to get him a goal. Oh no, it'll be Jay instead. I don't mind though. I don't mind Mason causing problems, but Jay, ding, 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 wraps it up. 2-0, Europa League football in the City Ground next year. It was Mason causing the problems. He gets the hockey assist, if you will, and Jay's the one that wraps the move up. 4 goals in the Premier League for the teenage wonder kid. The future here is just so bright, man. The Bell, Marco, and the Rock as well. I am so optimistic about the future of this team. Joe is way out of position here as Fulham come forward and look for a chance to possibly find a goal back, and they've got it as well. Just allow Caballero to run past. He's pointing at the camera, Mason, saying, what were you doing there? To run past him and get the goal. Thankfully, it's not going to matter because we're in the closing stage of the game here, but it is 2-1. Samba, to be fair, really should have done better. But we should hold on. We should hold on. We came up, we were brave. I thought top half was realistic, but instead we go one step further. An amazing debut season in the Premier League, filled with so many twists, so many turns, but that result on the final day should confirm it. Forest should be in the Europa League. Had we not won this game, I would have been fuming. Far better team from start to finish. I don't know how on earth Samba let that shot in right towards the end there, but 2-1 the final score. We get the victory. And man of the match to Divock, who has been a brilliant replacement for Ollie Watkins, scoring the first and setting up the second as Forest hold on to the win that keeps us in 7th. And so in the end, we didn't even need a point on the final day due to Arsenal and Wolves losing on match day 38, but it was still nice to secure it ourselves, and that means the final Premier League table looks like this. Liverpool crowned champions with 101 points in a fantastic season on the club, as Manchester United, Spurs and Man City, who pushed them almost every step of the way, wrap up the top 4. Chelsea go into that guaranteed Europa League group place. West Ham do, I believe, as well, but for us, the question remains and will be answered over the summer. Is 7th good enough for Europa League football? Well, that's what we've ended up after an amazing debut season. 65 points, winning half of our games and finishing 4 and 5 points clear of Arsenal and Wolves respectively. As for the bottom 3, Watford, West Brom and Fulham are down to the Championship, but for Nottingham Forest, what a debut year. Oh god, this is all I need as well. Youth players wanting to terminate their contracts as I'm trying to wrap up the season. Hold on a sec. 80, 88 potential, 6'2" holding mid. Yeah, I'll give him a pro deal, but hopefully I won't get any more complaints as I'm advancing through. What I want to do real briefly is just get past the FA Cup final, because this is not what I like to see. Okay, your potential is not good enough, so you're getting released. That's what happens when you force my hand, alright? You lose your scholarship. But yeah, I'm going to try and get past the FA Cup final this weekend because Liverpool play Spurs at Wembley and both teams have finished in the top 4. God, come on. Which means that it doesn't really matter who wins. 7th should give it for us, because if the FA Cup finalists are outside of the top 4, then that'll give them Europa League football. Same with the Carabao Cup winners. But as you know, Manchester United won the Carabao Cup this year, beating Man City in the final. And as for the FA Cup, that was won by Liverpool as they completed a domestic double. But really, it shouldn't matter, because both teams are in the top 4. That should give us Europa League football. Fingers crossed it does, and I guess we'll find out over the summer. Henry King is the latest youth player. I believe that's the goalkeeper we've been looking at in the academy. I think he's got very poor potential, 75-81. He is 17, but I'm going to release him. He's got great overall, but the potential is just not good enough for me. I'm looking for like 85 minimum, really. So yeah, to end the episode off and the season as well, what we'll do is we'll go through the top scorers, the clean sheets and the assist charts, and then one final look at the squad as well. Whereas you can see, Mason probably doesn't feel as bad now after he was given the runaround by the eventual Golden Boot winner, Anthony Martial. 36 goals in the season in 38 games, as the Frenchman claims it. No one had more assists than Sadio Mane with 18 in the season. Absolutely fantastic. Did we get anyone? Oh yeah, we did. Josh King and Ward-Prowse with 6 each. Oh, and Cash had 6 as well. So we had a few there in the top assist charts. Oh, and look at that. Samba missed out on the Golden Glove by 1 clean sheet, and he would have had it as well had he not let that goal in right at the end against Fulham. Well, actually, to be fair, would he have got it? Or would it have gone to Alisson? I'm not too sure. He might have had it, but he let that sloppy little goal in from Caballero at his near post on the final day. He might have lost the Golden Glove in the final seconds of the Premier League season. Right now, you'd also see the Champions League and Europa League winners on the screen for you as well. I don't know who they are yet because the games haven't been played, but I'll fix this in post. And as we take one final look at the Nottingham Forest team after our debut season in the Premier League, I gotta say I'm very excited about the future of this team. We have got some absolutely amazing young talent here. And Mason, what a debut season for him. Again, I've not been training anyone this season. I'm trying not to play a train at all in this career mode here, but I am definitely thinking, as his long shots have now gone up to 69, I'm thinking I might train his long shots next season. I just don't want to stunt his physical growth, as he's still not the best there, apart from the 87 jumping, but I'd love to turn the guy into a distance specialist, as well as a bowler when moving forward. But regardless, it's been an amazing year. The young talent here is developing really, really nicely. I love how this team's shaping up, man. I love the groundwork we've laid down. I really do. And we were so brave this season in our debut in the Premier League, and we were rewarded for it as well. The youth prospects look amazing. Jay Bell and Marco had great debut years too. I just love this team. As for next season, what we decide to do with this team, I'm not entirely sure what areas we'll look to improve on. If you have any suggestions for me whatsoever, then feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. But for the most part, I think it's all about nurturing the young talent we've got. possibly trying to get Marco some more game time next season, as he didn't play that many times this year. But I like the young talent we got. I must say, I really like King and Origi as a strike duo as well. I thought Josh this season, his debut year, the signing you guys made was really good. 10 in 29 in the Premier League. That's better than 1 in 3. And as for Origi, what a fantastic second half of the season Divock had. 7 goals in 12 games. Yes, we were sad to lose Ollie Watkins, but I think we made the right call cashing in and replacing him with a Belgian, because he was superb. As for Ollie Watkins, it's pleasing to see he's done quite well since making the move to the Emirates Stadium. He became their first choice striker after moving on, and he ended up with 13 goals in 36 games, but of course 7 of those, or was it 8? 7 or 8, well, when playing for us. But still, nice to see it regardless, and we'll always love Ollie. I'm looking forward to him coming home next season to the City ground. We'll always have a soft spot for you, Ollie. Maybe one day he'll come back, who knows. And that will end today's episode and the second season of the Lockdown Career Mode as well, guys. So a massive thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you did enjoy the episode and the whole of season 2, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for the next episode where we begin our 3rd season at the City ground, potentially playing Europa League football very soon.